and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dorothy. You can call me Dora for short. And on this space, we talk about all things German family reunion, schooling, living or working in Germany. If that sounds like something that you are interested in, then I need you to sit back and grab all the information you'll be needing from this video. Welcome back. Now, on today's video, we'll be talking about frequently asked interview questions. German family reunion, frequently asked interview questions. Now, you've gotten your dates for your appointment. Usually, you should get your dates 3 weeks before the scheduled day of the appointment. Now, let's say your interview is in October. In September, by this time, depending on how early your interview is in October, you should have gotten your interview date, stating the day and the time and the venue of the interview. So usually all family reunion interviews are done in Lagos, Ikoyi, Lagos, Walter Carrington Crescent, Ikoyi, Lagos, the German consulate there. So you've gotten your date, you've gotten your time. So usually you want to lodge or stay around your interview premises depending on how early your interview is, and so that you would not be caught up in traffic on the day of your interview. So let's say you live outside Lagos, you want to find your way to Lagos at least one day before your interview day. Now, on the interview day, the interview morning, you've gotten to the interview venue with all your documents arranged properly using the checklist, of course. Now, for those last minute preparation, you want to get there on time, then you want to sort out your documents accordingly. Usually there are courier envelopes vendors around the interview premises for those that have not gotten before that time. Like I mentioned in the last video, which I'll be leaving the caption below, that is the video which I made of all the requirements, your interview requirements. I'll leave the link in the caption below. So you want to get to your interview venue on time. If your interview is for 7 a.m., you want to be there at least 6 a.m. on the dot. You're already at the interview location. For the courier envelope, you can either use DHL, FedEx, or any other courier envelope service that you can find around. So it's usually cheaper, like it's usually more affordable if you buy from DHL office or from FedEx office than coming to buy at the venue. Everything you do at the venue that morning is like ×5 of the usual price. What am I saying? ×5. If you want to make a photocopy or a printout at the interview premises around there, those vendors there, those photocopiers there, you will spend 1,000 naira for one printout. So you don't want to find yourself in that situation, because it can be very annoying when you know that, okay, in your area or outside you pay maybe 200 naira or 100 naira to make a printout, and you are here paying 1,015. So people even take 2,000 naira. So you don't want to find yourself in that situation. Now, please note that you will have to print out the invitation mail, the mail saying that you have been the mail they sent carrying your interview time and your date. You have to print out that mail and take it along with you on the day of your interview. It is very, very important. That is what gives you access to the interview premises, to the embassy premises. Now, when you get there in the morning, you meet a queue, because usually people are already queued up as early as, no matter how early you go there, you will meet people there that are having appointments for different visa purpose. Some could be schooling visa, some visiting visa, some work visa, family reunion, or even transit visas. So you have to get there on time and be on the queue. You get a number. Usually there's a number stamped on your printout carrying the exact time which you arrived there for the interview. Now, once all that is done, the reception man, the man that is in charge of checking out your documents, making sure that you have all your documents complete, making sure you have your verification fee, you have your visa fee. The man comes out, sits down, starts calling people according to the category of the visa interview they are coming for. Then when it gets your turn, you hand him over your documents, you show him your visa fee and your verification fee, then your passport. He then takes it because he already has a copy of your printout saying that you are coming for this interview, so they are already expecting you. So he brings it out, he arranges your documents according to the way it will be easier for the visa officer to understand or go through them. So usually, like I said in the last video, you want to make 2 copies of each document. So on the day of your interview, you're going with your original copy and 2 photocopies. You arrange these documents side by side, the original in front and the 2 copies along with it. So you want to get office pin or these office clips to clip your documents in an organized manner. Now, when all this is done, you've been given access, you've been granted access into the embassy premises proper. Now, when you get in, usually you are not allowed to go in with your phone. So they take your phone, they put it in a locker, and they give you the key of that locker. So when you get into the embassy premises, you want to sign in, you register your name, your passport number, and the time which you came. Register it, then you sit down quietly and you wait for your turn for you to be taken into the visa officer's office for your interview. Now, when you get there, the officer is a visa officer, the VO is already waiting for you. When you get there, he will ask you the questions. So now I already curated almost 50 frequently asked questions from my experience and some of my friends. I gathered these questions. Yes, so I'm going to be reading them out. So please take note of the questions. If there are any questions you cannot answer, anyone you don't know about, you can ask your spouse. Yeah, you can ask your spouse for these questions. So in order for you to prepare yourself. Now, the first one is about your spouse. Now, first one is, what are the full names? What are the names? What is your spouse's name? How old is your spouse? How old is your spouse? When did he move to Germany? How often does your husband visit Nigeria? Next one is, when was the last time he visited Nigeria? What city does he live in Germany? Where does your husband work? What is his position in his place of work? That is, what is his position in his office? Next one is, where did he study? Next one is, how do you guys communicate? Is it through video calls? Is it through voice calls? How do you guys communicate? Who pays the bills over here in Nigeria? Where did you meet your husband? How did you meet? Where is your husband from? How did he propose? Where and when did you have your wedding? So I'll go as far as asking you what is the name of the reception hall. So what is your husband's address in Germany? What is your husband's address in Germany? So usually this address carries the street, the house number, the postal code. Yes, postal code. So you have to take note of all that. The house address, the house number, that's the street, the number, the postal code. What is your husband's phone number? So now, if you have not crammed your husband's phone number, now is the time for you to cram it. So you have to, because you will not read it out, you don't have your phone with you, so you have to say it by heart. Now, how did your husband propose? How did he propose and when? What is your husband's favorite color? What is your husband's favorite food? Does your husband have tattoo and where? Does your husband have piercing? What is his shoe size? How much does he earn? How much is his salary? So the next one is, what type of marriage did you do? So I guess this is where you answer if you did court marriage, white wedding, or customary marriage, or Muslim marriage, as the case may be. Then some will go as far as asking you, who kissed first on the wedding day? Who kissed first on the wedding day? Yeah, I wasn't asked this particular question, but I have a friend that was asked. Yes, yeah, I have a friend that was asked who kissed first on the wedding day, and she was like, she said she told him. She was like, when the priest said you may kiss your bride, that they both kissed together. The officer said, no, who brought mouth first? I'm like, Ebamike, who brought mouth first? Now, the next one is, where did you go for your honeymoon? What type of permits does your husband have? So now this is where you answer if your husband has resident permits, if he has blue card, if he's a blue card holder, if he's a German citizen, he has his German passport. This is where you answer that. Now, has he been married before now? Like, has he been married or divorced before now? So you answer that. Now, does he have kids from the previous marriage? That is where you answer that. If he wasn't married before now, does he have children? Like, or does he have a child? Is this single with a kid? You also answer that. Then they also get to ask you about yourself as well, because they will ask your spouse over here in Germany about you. So now, some of the questions they ask about yourself is just basic questions you can answer about yourself. What is your name? What is your, how old are you? What is your maiden name? That's for those that have changed their name on their passports to their husband's surname. What is your occupation? Where do you work? If you are self-employed, do you have an office? So for those with the A1 Dutch course certificate, as at the time of the interview, let's say as at the time of your interview, you're ready, you sat for the exam, you already have your certificate, and you are going to the embassy for your interview with it. The visa officer would want to test your knowledge on basic German, with the results, the certificate that you've handed him, that you passed the exam. He wants to ask you, okay, he may say, tell me about yourself in German. you basically need to tell him, meine Name is so 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 and so, ich bin 27 Jahre alt, ich komme aus Nigeria, ich wohne in Lagos, ich bin verheiratet. You may ask you, haben Sie eine Kinder? Nein, ich habe keine Kinder. Stuff like that. Yeah, so that is it about the certificates. He would want to test your knowledge. So you want you to prove that you actually passed that exam. And they ask you, where did you school? What did you study in school? What university did you finish from? That's if you went to the university. And yes, basically questions about yourself. Now, please note that you should try as much as you can not to tell a lie, because these visa officers, they are very trained. So when you're answering your questions, try as much as you can to maintain eye contact. It is very, very important to maintain eye contact, because they are reading you, they are reading your body language. They want to see if some persons, if they're lying, their body language already gives them out even before they are being caught. So you want to make sure you say the truth, because everything you are saying is being recorded, and they are typing everything you're saying, they are typing it into their system, and they're also recording it. So you want to be sure that whatever information you have given also tallies with what your spouse will give. Should there be any doubt and they call him for an interview, so you guys, you don't want to be saying something and your husband is saying something else. Yes. So now, after the questioning part is done, your visa fee and your verification fee is taken from you. Now, this visa fee, you are paying it on the day of the interview to your visa officer. Your visa fee and your verification fee, excuse me please, you are paying that to the visa officer, and you are going to get a receipt to that effect. Now, for those that their husbands are German citizen, the husband has the German passport, you do not get to pay visa fee. Yes, for those that their husbands are passport holders, German passport holders, they do not get to pay visa fee. But for those that their husbands are only holding resident permit and all that, you get to pay your visa fee. So the visa fee is 75 euro. Yeah, so you want to check out the equivalent in naira and you carry that amount. Yes, so that is that. When you are done with your interview and everything, you sign a couple of, I think, a form, or you sign. They'll give you some documents to sign. You get a copy, they also keep a copy for themselves. Yeah, so when you are done, that is it. That is all about the interview. Now, the next stage after the interview process is done, like I said in the last video, please, if you have not watched the last video, you do well to watch the video, because I've put the link in the caption below, so it will just take you directly to the last video where we talked about the requirements, the processes, all the processes, the requirements. I even put in that previous video, I even went as far as putting the links to all the requirements, the document, the links. I put it in that particular video, so please check it out. And please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share this video with somebody that you know is doing this process, is on this process, and this will be of great help to them. Comment below as well if you have any questions, or if you have any video you want me to do, please comment below. Yes, so I would know. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I will be in the comment section. I'll be answering every question to the best of my knowledge. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Please do turn on the notification bell so that when I post another video, you will be the first to know about it. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.